Thousand thoughts, but no reply. Walls too close, the world too wide. A ghost unseen, passing time. She wore her fears like second skin. Spoke to shadows, breathed them in. Dreamed of voices calling home. Somewhere she was not alone. She crossed the line from dark to seen. A spark against the dark. Before her eyes, every stream a thread of trust, built from hope and honest dust. Names became more than a chat, hearts behind each avatar, shared their scars, their wins, their pain, locked in just to feel okay. She learned that strength is letting show the cracks where hidden lights can glow.
You kind of look like a, not a Karen. You kind of look like a Leslie. Heard on the street that she charged $5,000 and she was going to do a face reveal tomorrow. Heard on the street that she charged $5,000 and she was going to do a face reveal tomorrow.
Those who stayed through every night. From the silence, a signal rose. Now a storm of beating souls.
Are we gonna play her bullshit she's talking about me, or what?
A Grim_Mecha super chatted $35.
Yo! Hello, everyone. Looks like I have to go make a drinkies. Hi, welcome in. Hey, Tangel. Hey, Clumsy. Hey, Grim. Hey, Harley. Who else is here? Hey, Shally. Hey, Roach. Hey, Azipoo. Hey, Scottish. Hey Ruby, welcome in, welcome in. I have to go make a drink. But have you guys heard of like the dangers of alcohol? Let me show you the dangers of alcohol. I feel like such a hypocrite. I'm gonna go make a drink while we talk about the dangers of alcohol. No. No, I am the biggest hypocrite. How have you done this to me? It's all your fault. Hey Tiva, hey, good to go now. Pushes. It was an easy button. Man, dude, Grim is making me be a hypocrite. It's all his fault. Anyway, watch this video. Very educational
Alcohol
about
is the most
alcohol.
harmful
I'll be right
substance
back
on
while I
earth.
make an alcoholic
Every year,
drink.
it kills more people than terrorism, wars, homicides, and car accidents combined.
It kills more people than car accidents. What else was it? Anyway, I'm trying to be right back. I'll be right back, guys. You've seen this? Well, you're gonna watch it again. Just to make sure you guys understand the dangers of alcohol. I'll be right back.
It injures tens of millions in accidents, violence, and crime,
See what alcohol does to you? It's so bad. I'll be right back.
while keeping hundreds of millions trapped in disease. If it didn't exist already, inventing it today would be unthinkable. And yet, more than 2 billion people drink. Most of us can't imagine a barbecue without beer, a wedding without wine, or a fancy soiree without champagne. We have a drink at the weekend because it's the weekend, but also after work, when we're stressed and when we're relaxed, sad and happy, at home and outside. Alcohol is kind of a paradox. Why do we cling so much to the thing that harms us the most? You after one drink. Alcohol is a biological weapon that yeast produces during fermentation to wipe out its competition. In alcoholic drinks, it's mixed with water and flavored with everything from fruits to caramel. With just one sip, sextillions of alcohol molecules flood your stomach and small intestine. From there, they head to your liver, your primary detox center, and to other organs like the brain. But your liver can only process about one sip of beer every 5 minutes, so unless you drink really slowly, it will become overwhelmed while an ever-growing swarm floods your brain. Here's where the chaos begins. The legion of intruders fills your brain and starts messing with neurotransmitters
Are you
and
guys learning
receptors. Their sabotage is so complex that scientists aren't fully sure yet about all their
You
mechanisms.
guys are not gonna drink,
But we
right?
know that alcohol numbs your neurons,
Yo, this is so yummy. This is so yummy. I'm trying this for the first time. It's Safari with Pepsi Lime. Ah, it's so good. Anyway, are you guys learning?
making them slower and disrupts their communication. This
Hey,
has
Lunar.
several effects. It sedates you,
Hey, fat
melting
cat.
away tension and
Hey,
stress.
Jess.
It stuns your prefrontal
It's so
cortex,
good.
your center for decision-making
nom.
and self-control, making you more disinhibited and prone to say or do things that you normally wouldn't.
Prone to say things that you normally wouldn't. Do you think that's why everybody in the LCU freaking drinks? We have a prime example happening in this last week alone. Scooter had 3 streams on Nerds, all about drinking. Let's go through them. This was the very first one. 3 days ago, he literally had 3 days of consecutive drunk streams. It's wild.
To go to the sky.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
They have this new girl on there. I don't even know who she is. I think she's called Potatoes. Holy crap, her face is so expressive, but she sounds high all the time.
Let's fly.
He knows.
Let's
He knows.
let's
Look, his
fly.
chair's flying.
I know.
His
I
wings.
know. I know. I
You
wanna go.
can keep that to yourself,
They're
buddy.
not down. They're not down to go, but I want to go though. I want to go.
So, yo, mama, you put me in like a precarious situation here. You're kind of like talking shit about all my co-hosts tonight.
Huh? Which one?
Lisi, Denmark. I mean, the only
So literally, they go live, right? And they have these goals to drink, and that's it. That's all it is about. Hey, Falk, how you doing?
one you haven't hit is Ken. Do you have anything for Ken real quick?
And then it has to happen quick, right? Because if the whole purpose of the show is to drink and make content out of drinking, you better get drunk really quickly, right? If the whole content is that,
Talk shit. What are you talking about?
Okay.
the whole content is about making a fool out of yourselves while you're drunk, then you better get drunk really fast.
You know he's trash.
Otherwise, you have like an hour of trying to get drunk where there's nothing happening.
Come on, let's admit it. He's
definitely not trash. That's ridiculous. That's
bro,
actually
Is
ridiculous.
he not the most untalented person you've ever been around in your whole entire life?
No.
I mean, the man sits there.
No.
He literally mimicked every fucking streamer that's ever been Americanized.
You
and
stopped
he
watching
tried to be
LCU and
him,
fell
dog. He is
off?
dog
Glad
shit,
you didn't
bro.
end up
Like,
joining
he's
Foxo Lady. Dude, I am like blacklisted at this point, right? I'm pretty sure. But yeah. It was once a thing that was on my mind, you know, because Keemstar did end up inviting me a few times. So it was on my mind. And of course, you know, it's an interesting universe, especially like a few months ago when I was still considering it, you know? Things were still more interesting than they are right now.
not original.
Hey,
at
Ashley. Hey,
all.
Francis.
Like, he's a fucking
I have not seen the latest Stranger Things season, but I have to go back because I'm like completely like not up to date with it. I think I'm missing like 2 seasons, something like that. I think I started the 3rd one, but I never finished. So I'm like 2 seasons behind.
copy of Kai and the rest of the fucking Twitch streamers that's been around for like 5 to 6 years, bro. He's from Denmark. See, this is
something that I don't understand. Like, I was hearing, I was watching some of Lolcow Nuts. It's really not my favorite show, but I was watching Steak Talk, and Steak was talking to this other guy on there, and this guy was an intern, and Steak was like on his high horse saying that, I am the shit over here. And I'm like, what do you mean you're the shit over here? Where does he?
Are we gonna play her bullshit she was talking about me, or what?
At Grim_Mecha super chatted $50.
Oh, yeah. So 5 times 10 is 50. Yeah. So Grim, it's going to be a fun night. Holy crap! Let me finish my first one. Oh my goodness! All right. Well, I'll remove my current goal too, I guess. I'm not gonna put up a new one, otherwise I have to chug all these. Damn.
problem I got with it. If he was Denmark and he was from Denmark and
I just don't understand how all these LCU hosts are like Yo Mama isn't that successful on his own. Like I think Steak is a lot less successful on his own than Yo Mama. Yo Mama has been doing this for a while. I think he gets like a significant amount of viewers watching his content. So no shitting on Yo Mama. I think he's done fine on his own. But like usually these hosts are talking about being so great and like shitting on other interns and people coming up. I just don't understand how they do that. Grim is trying to get the sweet innocent Kitsune drunk. Innocent, yeah. Harley, that won't stick. That won't stick. We can't fool it. We can't fool him or anybody, really.
Gave me Denmark vibes, and he gave me a whole different attitude because I've never been to Denmark. But Denmark vibes is, have you ever been around somebody from Denmark?
Yeah.
They got a whole different kind of aura.
What do you mean they have a different aura?
Not every American's the same. Not every
if I watch the Denmark,
What is the Denmark aura? Excuse me, what? What's the Denmark aura?
Danish versus the same. That's a ridiculous statement.
yes, they are.
He's just trying to get her to... Honestly, I have not been tipsy for so freaking long, so honestly, I'm hoping that it'll work this time. By the time that we start community night at 8 p.m. EST, which is in about 2 hours, I might actually be feeling it. So that would be nice, actually.
No,
Bro,
they're not.
I watched a Denmark movie yesterday, and they ain't like us. They something different, bro.
It's called a Danish movie, and I doubt you watched the Danish movie from start to finish. There's no way.
Different. You know, they swag is different. He trying to be us so badly. He
a
trash.
Denmark.
Asking every YouTuber to give me a copy of Donkey Kong Bonanza? I'm sorry, I can't help you. I cannot help you. I'm sorry. Listen, good to go now. That was just last weekend, okay? Last weekend, we're talking about Rastaf, and there was a lot to go through, and we went an hour and 15 minutes over, okay? I understand, but like, it's not that bad, okay?
Movie? Not a
You're
Danish
sounding a little
movie.
upset.
Don't be so dramatic. Don't be so dramatic, okay?
Denmark movie.
Obsessed with me. He want to beat me so badly. He want to
Well,
be.
why are you?
All right, so this was the first stream. We're talking about drunk people. So this was the first stream where Scooter, well, recently, because apparently he said the other day that every time that he streams on Cash with Denmark, after the stream, they smoke and drink together for hours. That's something that he said that it was a thing that they did. So at that point, they weren't doing it for content. They were doing it out of habit and fun, I guess. You know? Might as well make it into content, obviously, because people love it when you make a fool out of yourself on stream.
Watching Danish
So that's what he did for 3 days straight.
movies. Why are you watching Danish?
You're gonna run live for a week and you fucked it up.
You know what?
You
No.
fucked it
Let's
up.
see if it happens. Let's see if he actually gets drunk, right?
Your life is in shambles, bro.
Before that, he was still made like through chat.
Okay, there it is, guys. $20 shots in the corner. Can't miss it right there. Oh, and there's something about a gummy as well. Hottest gummy? I'm guessing that's just about the spicy. There's nothing like extra in there. I don't know what this is in the other corner, but oh.
Dome who will not go straight.
$20 shots. It started.
There are no other people. I'm not gonna drop.
I should keep drinking too.
There are no other people who said they will legitimately not go because they will go. I legitimately don't think.
There's also a big discussion around the LCU has been Fat Camp number 2. They're gonna have a Fat Camp, I think, in what is it, March? So that's in about 3 months. They're going to have a Fat Camp number 2, and if you guys weren't here back then, a lot of you might not have been. About 6 months ago, they did a Fat Camp. Actually, I think it was it longer ago than that? About 6 months ago, they did Fat Camp, maybe 9 months ago. And the purpose of that was obviously to go do an IRL together with a bunch of hosts, mainly the ones that were overweight, and hopefully lose a bunch of weight during like 2 weeks. Most of them did not lose any weight, and even the weight that they lost, they gained it right back or more. It was about 9 months ago, yeah. So that didn't work. It was very badly planned. They mostly did drinking and like crazy stuff over there, so not much of the purpose at all. They did make a lot of money though. They did make a lot of money. So I guess if you count that as being the main purpose and not the fact that they were there to lose weight, then yeah, they were successful, right? So they're doing another one this March, and a bunch of hosts are saying they're not gonna go because there's these other hosts that are not invited, and it's just a bunch of drama, right?
It's a punishment if Glammy.
So that's
is
what they're
able
talking
to go.
about.
I don't think Wonder Woman should be able to go because of the accusation. Not necessarily as a punishment, right? Say the accusations of last time are.
Why are they always drunk? Because that's the only way they can handle being part of the LCU. That's one way of looking at it, right? In my opinion, there's a lot of reasons for them to be drunk all the time. People love seeing people make fools out of themselves, so I think that's a big one. People like making content around being drunk because it's just easy content. They don't really have to be creative. They just have to like get drunk and talk and make a fool out of themselves, and people will just keep giving money for them to keep doing that, right? And then the other thing is because while you're drunk, you're able to like, you know, you have less worries, less filter, less, you know, you feel better. Probably not the next day, but that's
true. Then she
another story.
shouldn't go because, hello, last time she faced these accusations, but also she's literally out of the country, right? So
I think they drink so that they don't have to come up with actual content ideas. That's the thing. That I think that's a big one. Honestly, it's such easy content to make, right? And LCU has not started this. This has been a trend for a long time. People who stream specifically on a regular basis, they get burned out so easily. You run out of ideas. You don't know what to do. And people love it when you drink yourself. Yeah. There's a lot of things that you can do to make a fool out of yourself, like trying spicy food, or drinking, or putting a bunch of marshmallows in your mouth until you can't anymore, or, you know, whatever it may be. Drinking is just an easy one, I think.
There are multiple factors.
I can only imagine the daily stress, 100%. 100%.
I think she should not go.
One of the big reasons why I was not interested in joining the LCU, because I feel like with my personality, I couldn't handle it. And I would have no freedom anymore. Like, I would have to go live every single day and come up with content every day. And especially with my kind of personality, I would want to make it interesting. So it's rough. It's rough. I probably wouldn't be able to do it.
So it's literally like those 3 women, especially are why I personally would never go, and I know multiple other people personally would never go because of them.
And real talk, as one of the signature fats of the LCU, if it turns into a hangout stream, I'll stay at home and do fucking nerd stream and cash streams every day. I'm sorry. Like that's just what I'll do. Real talk.
He's already slurring a little bit, huh? I'm guessing he has had a few drinks already at this point. What's your guys' body count? Yo, I'm not drunk enough for that conversation. Maybe ask after I finish my second drink.
Right. I mean, that's a you and Keem conversation. I think you're one of the signature fats, and you should be there. But I mean, like,
as long as there's intent behind it to grow the LCU.
Obviously, the intent is for the fat. This is what y'all are skipping past. Like, the basis of the show has already been created.
I'd have to be drunk to deal with that environment. I think AMAC and Angie don't engage as much, but it's possible because of that their numbers aren't as high. Yo, like the Chubbies are not as involved in general. There's a few shows and hosts that are just not as involved. They don't spend their entire day in the VCs on the Discord. They don't spend the entire time like going into the other shows to talk and show themselves, right? So they do keep to themselves a little bit more than others might. So, but they still do the little drinking games, which I don't have anything against, honestly. I'm not judging. The thing that I might be judging a little bit is doing it on a constant basis. Like, for example, the 3 times that Scooter did it this week on Nerds. I think that might be a little bit too much. And yes, you can say, oh, it's the holidays and whatever, but there seems to be a little bit of a pattern going on. There seems to be a little bit of a, like an unhealthy tendency going on here from Scooter, as well with Denmark. It was happening a lot. There were so many times that Denmark was saying, oh, I'm not gonna keep drinking. I'm gonna stop drinking until the New Year's. And then that it just keeps not happening like that, you know? I've known Angie on the platform for years, AMAC for a few. They have actual real lives. Right, they cannot be drinking all day and every day, right? Absolutely, 100%. Nobody should, but I'm having a difficult time hiding them now. Wait, what? Like 30? What? 30 what? Hey Young, which fights you think was the most fake scripted in the LCU? Holy, oh man, I don't know. That's probably a whole show right there where we go through them. Oh, body count! Your body count is 30? Oh, you know, we can revisit this again, like I said, later, okay? Don't forget to like the stream, guys. It really helps out. I really appreciate it. I am super small time, as a lot of you know. I'm super small time, specifically when it comes to the drama commentary community. So I really appreciate all the likes and the subs and everything that you can throw, especially the free options, you know? And liking is free as well as subscribing, so I appreciate that. Thank you.
It's not even a real fucking,
the fats are on the live team,
bro.
And everything else is it's not
vacation.
It's work.
But it's also not real work, dude. It's fucking
then this isn't real work.
Oh wait, the LCU, no idea. I mean, usually you can see right through them, right? Usually they're not very well scripted, so usually they aren't very good. But there have been a few that really got out of hand, I feel like, so that those will probably win.
Local universe. We get drunk on the job. We get high on the job.
We get high on the job. We get drunk on the job. Do you see how he's like literally saying it's like part of the job to get drunk and high on stream? Did you hear that?
I'm sorry, this is not the same as working in a fucking factory. If you think it is, you're delusional. We literally get drunk on the job and stream for 2 hours a day. If you think this is a real job, go fuck yourself. I'm sorry. Go fuck.
If you think this is a real job, look at his eyes. Oh my god, listen. The fact that he doesn't see it as a real job, I don't know. That's on him, right? He is literally saying he can go live every day, get drunk and chat and get high and have fun, and that's how he sees his job on the LCU. And therefore it's not a real job. I don't think all the hosts would agree with that, because not all the hosts get drunk and high every day and just chat and not do anything else, you know?
Yourself, do you think this is a real job? I'm sorry.
No,
maybe he can get away with it, but...
And some people are doing well, and some people aren't taking.
I get drunk every day behind the scenes, dude. I am not the healthiest person out there. My habits are not the best, but when it comes to drinking, I do it once a week, usually for community night on Saturdays. Now I'm doing a little bit before community night, but you know, same day. And I don't overdo it. Like, I haven't been drunk in such a long time. Like, I don't even remember.
Seriously.
No, you go to a half-ass planned event, right? That's supposed to be 40.
Do you know what that does to your brain? Listen, I know we started the stream with that video from Kurzgesagt, right? It's a really good video. If you want to see what it does to your brain, long time, go check it out. It's only 14 minutes. Okay, I didn't finish it because I thought you guys would get bored, but go watch it. It's really bad. It's bad.
For some sort of beneficial type of reason, except it doesn't benefit you in any type of way because it's not properly fucking planned.
That's the thing though, Remy. It's such an easy bad habit to start, right? Because if you start drinking and getting high on stream on a regular basis, you're not going to know how to stream without it. You're not going to know how to stream without being high or drunk. It's going to be torture for you not to, right? So every time you have to do it again and again and again. And these guys, they stream every day almost. Some of them do stream every single day, 7 days a week. So yeah, at some point, you don't know how to stream without getting high or drunk anymore.
Not going to something that's not properly fucking planned, bro. I don't care if I
not really doing flawless. Why? Thank you.
got a funny view of the LCU, dude. I got a real-ass view of how fucking content creation should go, and that's not it. You want to do an IRL event, fucking plan that shit. If it's not well planned the first time, alright, you know what? It is what it is. You just weren't fucking expecting some of these shit.
Lacey's not wrong.
The second time, if it's still his ass, I'm sorry, I'm not about it, bro. I'm not about some weird-ass, fake-ass, fucking unplanned-ass shit.
My closeted alcoholism?
All right, they do have a plan. They spoke it already online.
No. Hey, Riley, how you doing?
There's going to be a team of fats, and then there's going to be people that help maintain the show.
If the plan is to just be a bunch of, if the plan is to be a hangout show,
the fats obviously outnumber the skinnies. They already gave a whole list of the fats. It's just like, I feel like y'all just missed a crucial live show that gave y'all the information y'all are missing.
No, we didn't. We were literally just talking about our own perceptions of it, bro. Like,
then why are y'all yelling at me?
I was yelling at you.
You're the one that came in here. No, you're the one that came in here. Don't make it wrong.
Like, we aren't yelling at you. Like,
I didn't know you were live. I came in to hang.
We have different mothers. Ever since we have been adults, we have spent our birthdays together. It is important to us. That is
real talk. Well, based on the way you're describing Fat Camp, I don't see any reason for me to show up. Why would I show up?
Cause you're, I'm sorry. You are fat. No, I'm sorry. No, that's not what I mean. Scooter is one of the main characters of the LCU, so it makes sense for him to be there, even if he weren't overweight. But at the same time, he's also hoping to lose weight, and he actually has been losing a lot of weight. He's actually been successful at what he's doing at home, on his own. He's going to the gym. He's eating probably a lot less. He's on a calorie deficit on a daily basis, probably, unless he drinks a lot, which is what he's doing. Then I'm guessing he's not going to lose a lot of weight. But still, he is one of the main characters of the LCU, and he's someone who's overweight. He should be giving the example, right? Especially because he is one of the overweight people in the LCU that is actually doing the right stuff. Eating less, going to the gym. His body is probably more used to working out. He could be a good example at Fat Camp. So I'm only seeing reasons for him to go, you know? Unless, this is a big one, unless he does not trust Keemstar to plan it correctly, which, you know, I wouldn't blame him because he didn't plan the last one, right?
What? To lose weight? Isn't that the premise?
I mean, no. The way you describe it is it's a hangout stream.
Is that the premise is gone?
Yeah, like why would I go?
I know I run the LCU. I get that.
Maybe.
Now, for running these IRL events, I'm sort of new to running them through Keem because I've never had to run them through Keem before. This will be my first time doing it. If Keem does it exactly the way I wanted to do it,
I can't smoke due to work. I choose not to drink. Very boring. I get that. I like having a drink or two sometimes, and I have to get through this first one because I already have a second one that's been paid for.
I would just be Keem, but I'm not. It's gonna be what he chooses. But you already know what he's choosing.
Ruby, what do you choose to relax? Do you have a drink once in a while? Do you have a? I know you smoke nicotine, right? Do you smoke anything else?
using because he already told you the
No,
fats
he
are
didn't.
essential.
Hail
so the fats
Sanity,
are-
the only weight Scooter wants to lose is the weight in his balls inside Lacey. Oh, snap! Oh, snap! That's a good one, Hail Sanity. I'll give you that. That was pretty great. That was pretty great.
Talk to me once about that,
because
man.
I know that's true.
Yes, and then he's
Hey,
gonna
I'm
change his
sorry.
mind fucking 5
Yeah,
times
exactly.
before he settles on a
Well,
final
until he
cast,
does, it's
bro.
a moot point. Until he does, it's a moot
No, it's
point.
not.
I don't understand.
I smoke cigs, weed, and drink Bud Lights every once in a while, but I get hungover easily. Yo, Bud Lights probably doesn't really get you there, huh? I partied enough in my 20s to last decades. I was going to ask if Scooter was lost weight. He looks thinner. Oh, he is. Oh, he absolutely is. Like his face is a lot skinnier, and if you see him get up, he looks a lot better. So he has definitely lost a significant amount of weight since he showed up for the first time on the LCU. So that's great. And like I said, he could be a very good example for the audience and the LCU in general if he showed up at Fat Camp. I don't drink alcohol, but Dr. Pepper ain't helping me lose weight, but it's like cigarettes for me when it comes to my stress and work has sucked lately. So it's really hard, right? Because you create these habits around dealing with stress, dealing with sadness, dealing with loneliness, dealing with all kinds of stuff, and you either overeat or you drink or, you have all these... It's just out there, though!
I got a wiener!
Buff Weep, thank you so much for the resub. I was actually considering... you were streaming, so I didn't reach out, but I was considering inviting you to give me your perspective on this because I'm actually very curious what it's like in the LCU. Because I think you kind of got pushed to drinking as well, Buff Weeb. I don't know. We could look into this another show if you want to. Hey, Huggy, I actually have a lot of your clips here because you have been amazing at getting these drunk situations out of the LCU. So we're gonna be watching a lot of Huggy clips. Please go follow because that's good stuff if you want to see that sort of stuff. He's very good at clipping these moments. I was shit-faced at my LCU experience because I was nervous. Drink because you're nervous, drink because you're stressed, drink because you're out of content ideas. There's so many reasons to drink in the LCU, right? It is such a stressful and toxic environment. All these roads just lead you to drinking or getting high or just whatever you can do to deal with everything that's being thrown at you constantly. I get it. I'm a once in a blue moon type of drinker and smoker, so when I get drunk or high, I do it in my happy place. That makes sense to me. Stay safe,
I know
it's
a point of conversation. It's literally a topic of conversation, dog.
And
you know
I'm
as well as we
compensating.
do. That's why you're literally up here discussing.
Grocery shopping sounds good. I'll see you later, Jeff. They hate their lives. The thing, right? They hate their well, it's very contradictory because one day you'll see the same host say that they love the LCU, that they love doing the shows, they have so much fun every time they go live, and then the next day you'll see them get hella drunk and they say that they don't want to be here anymore and then they quit. So it's like, it's so weird how that change can happen from one day to the other, almost like maybe on one of those situations they're not really being very honest, right? Hey, Athletics!
It with us. If it were a moot point, you wouldn't say shit.
I came up here to hang out regardless of what y'all were talking about.
And then you added to
like
the
you guys.
conversation. Challenges, the quizzes, things like that. I think it's important that we have that type of shit. Imagine just off the go, Glammy, off the go, those 5 in the same fucking room as each other, I'd kill myself. I would legitimately, I'm not even kidding. If you locked me in a room with those 5 fucking people, I would find a way to fucking stab my own eye. Like, I would literally kill myself on those different platforms.
You lived up to complete. I don't think
there's Crazy Lady again. Look at her. I love how expressive she is, but then her energy doesn't match how expressive her face is. You know what I mean? So like, I don't know if she like sounds high the whole time. You know,
lived up to its expectations.
Views did well. I mean, yeah, there wasn't much that happened, but
this guy on the upper left has been bullied to no end in every single show he goes on. It's been insane. And he's just an intern. He's not making any money. I don't know why these people let themselves go through this. I don't understand what the fun is of going on shows, being bullied for 2 hours, not get any money for it, in the hopes that someday there'll be an actual host in the LCU, which won't happen because you've been bullied the entire time as a exposure. I don't know, man, because this guy probably has no channel. You're not allowed to self-promote, right? You're not allowed to self-promote. So you go up there as an absolute nobody. They enjoy mental pain. There's no way. Oh my gosh. Because Keem has clout. Wow, the things that people are willing to go through. It doesn't even land you any clout yourself, though, does it? If you're not allowed to self-promote, and you're not going to end up being, unless you live in this illusion that you are going to be a host at some point, which does happen to some of these characters, like Booster, right? Although Booster has been there for months and still hasn't been, like, paid. So I don't...
It did well views-wise.
They're trying for an eventual income from it. I mean, sure, it does happen, so I guess I understand that to a certain extent. I just don't understand why you're willing to go through so much to get it.
It spread to a more...
Hey, Ro, how you doing?
...general audience, right? And I think a few other outside platforms picked up.
Last-minute changes, they have last-minute changes. However, they should have everyone...
It's unfortunate they can't solo stream. I don't know, like, this insane fear and insecurity of not allowing people to, like, talk about things outside the universe. Even talking about it is almost, like, not allowed, right? Yes, they do it because they get out of, they run out of content, right? But this constant talk and inner, like, keep everyone inside and keep talking about the other hosts and there's no life outside the LCU. Such a weird dynamic.
That is going a month ahead of time so they can all...
Oh my god, the doctor money, right? No, doctor money. I don't know which country pays their doctors with that. No.
Plan flights, they can all...
Well, how much money, any doctors in the chat right now, how much money does a doctor make in the US? How much does a doctor make in the US by average? I would be an LCU intern and just drop slurs casually to the point I would have to go an apology stream and then, for shits and giggles, list off the slurs I was told not to say anymore. Yeah, that sounds like the average LCU intern experience, honestly. Boogie's saying he's got making doctor money. They all think they're gonna... Yeah, that is a good point, you know? Pete, you make a very good point. I feel like them saying that they're making doctor money makes all these interns and people want to be a part of that, yeah, that pyramid scheme. Yeah. I interviewed Denmark. He was wasted. You should watch. Yes. Can you link me somewhere? I don't think you can link in the chat, but I'm not sure if you're on the Discord. Link me where you can link me, and I'll go check that out. Because Denmark is a prime example of someone that just joined literally not that long ago, and he has been drunk so many times on stream because it's so much easier to make content when you're in that state and people just love to watch and your numbers go up, and it can be very addicting to see those numbers go up and the money coming in when you're doing certain things and you just try to like replicate it, right? Over and over and over again. Release the iVixey files now. I thought you were in a show with your mama, or were you just there for an interview? I was just there for an interview. That was back during test when your mama and Nightmare were together, right? I was there like twice. I was there twice. I really enjoyed hanging out with them. I think they were cool, especially for the interview sort of style. They sure aren't making defense attorney money. 250 to 500K maybe. Okay. That I doubt that they're making that sort of money. I doubt they're making that sort of money. Even Harley saying that 218 annually. How much would that be monthly? That is still a lot.
Look exactly the amount of people, you know, the shit that's gonna happen, the food that they're gonna eat, all that type of shit.
Doctor money would mean they're living in a better house and don't need to do the show if they're smart with money. Don't need to do the show? I mean, why would you stop making that much money if you're making that much money, right? You can last a few more years and then you retire forever. I have a family member who's a neurosurgeon. They don't make 500K a year. That is insane amount of money. I don't think they make individually anywhere near that. I think the other day, Keemstar said that they were making like millions a year or something. I think he said something like, don't quote me, but I think he said the whole entire universe made 2 million in the past year, something like that, or along those lines. So that's the entire universe. So all the shows together. And then he said that Live made 1 million in the last year, something like that, I think.
Should be planned ahead of time. And I get it, we're on a day-to-day basis. However,
but that money obviously, well, allegedly, yeah. And that money has to be cut between several people, with Keemstar being the most significant amount.
If last minute shit needs to happen, it can happen. But as I just said fucking 2 times over, we should have most of it planned beforehand. Keem should not be entirely in the hole for this one.
Plan something.
Dude, Keem literally came out of retirement. I'm sorry, and I love Boogie. I'm sorry, I love Boogie. He is
Location, yeah. According to the AMA, orthopedic surgeon can make over 500K. I can see that. I can see like very specific specialties making like a lot compared to other types of doctors.
a great guy, but he's got to step it up, and so does.
Obviously, Doctor Money has a range, right? Doctor Money can go from what we're apparently talking about, like 218,000 to over 500K. Let me check. I'm sorry, I'm pulling up my calculator. I'm just gonna... So 218,000 is 18,000 a month. And they would have to be making this individually, right? You can't say that that Locale Live makes Doctor Money. You have to say that people individually make Doctor Money, otherwise it doesn't matter, right? So they would have to individually make 18,000 a month. So like Boogie, for example, would be making 18,000 a month. I don't see that being the case. Do you guys see that being the case? I don't know. Individually making 18,000, I don't know.
Mike, and so does everybody else that's involved in the planning of this, because Keem literally came out of retirement to run live and save your house. Step it the fuck up and do your goddamn job, because guess what? In 6 months, Keem ain't gonna be here to save your ass. Fucking learn how to build this shit, or
Thank you, Huggy. I just saw the link. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
It's on you.
I'm surprised you even got to interview Denmark, because yeah, that Denmark used to show up on my stream as well sometimes, and I was like, dude, are you sure you want to do that? Because I don't think it's very allowed. I know that a lot of people like have hung out here, and they are scared to talk because they know that if it get back to Keem or other people. He came in very sad. Was it like when he was on a break from the LCU? Man, poor guy.
You know, I mean, there needs to be more scheduling. Oh, sorry.
Denmark got a show because he was different. He was different. Like Scooter was calling it the Denmark vibe. I just feel like culture-wise, Europeans have a different culture. They act differently. They have different habits, and it's interesting to watch. And the fact that Denmark came out, like, the first time that he did his tryout, he was drunk. He was drunk, and the fact that he was drunk got him hired, I'm pretty sure. So, like, that sets the precedent, right?
Go ahead.
That sets the precedent.
About the Wi-Fi, like that was what got me. Like they had to use Zeta rays. Wi.
I don't know what she said. Oh yeah, right.
And why is beneficial?
And that goes for just about everybody.
Scooter, you get turtle.
Okay, so that was their first attempt at the drunk stream. I see Scooter being pretty intoxicated by the end of the stream. Let's see the second one.
I don't think. Maybe. Hey, there I am. How's it going, everybody?
This stream starts right away with In the Corner saying $10 shots.
I know, that song is so fucking dope, dude. I love the Nerd song. Like, you gotta understand, before I was like a host in the LCU, I had a few shows I watched. I love Balls. Everybody knows Balls was my favorite show at one point. Nerds was that other show, dude. I love the Nerds, like the intro song and the NDF show. I love that. So Guess what's up, Zay?
Scooter.
I thought everybody was kidding along like 5 minutes ago, and then I left, and now like everybody's.
Your name. You need to change it because that's what I call my grandchild, Scooter from.
His ego was crushed. We'll definitely get there. We'll definitely get to it, Huggy. That'll be an interesting watch.
We're the Harvard Queens, and I show you how it's done.
If you guys were wondering, by the way, who Denmark is the guy on the top left at the moment. And he entered the universe like maybe a few months ago, and he was controversial because on his tryout, he was straight away drunk. He said things that, you know, are probably not very socially accepted to say. And because, of course, English is not his first language, these things would come out more easily than for other hosts. And yeah, he said a lot of things that are just not considered very accepted, especially on a live stream as a host. So people like watching him because he's controversial. People like watching him because he's unpredictable. People tune into his stream to see what he's going to do next, what he's going to say next, what he's going to, you know, because a lot of his streams already got privated or like deleted because a lot of stuff that he said and done. So that's the kind of host that he is. And he got hired because of him being controversial. So that's, of course, why he doesn't get fired either, right? Because that's the whole interest around him.
So I really take more BBC.
Motherfucker. You powder. You are.
Oh, he 100% has been creepy to our female hosts as well. I think one of the first things he did was like comment on Boogie's girlfriend's ass or something. I don't know. He's probably done that several times.
Powder. You could never be gangster, bro. You could never be gangster. Look at you. Look at you.
Oh, let me guess. Who's gangster? You, Savage?
You look a newborn.
Eve needs to learn how to manage every show, being the LCU drama. Circle jerk. Shows need a personality. Cafe may be the only show with a personality because Tommy doesn't linger on LCU jank. I can see what you're saying. I can see what you're saying. The personality is definitely important. And I think that's what made Denmark somewhat successful as well, because the whole show was just him being unpredictable and controversial. That's a whole type of content and style on its own, right? Tuning into a show, not knowing what's going to happen, the unpredictability factor is major.
Born. You
Savage is powerful. She's got agents. Yo, she's already sent those agents my way, I guess. I did a stream about her at one point, not too long ago, about the fact that they couldn't talk about what she did during Fat Camp. And I thought that was hilarious. Okay.
You look like a fucking newborn, bro.
Hey,
The Polish.
hey, just because you take BBC, that's make you gangster. Just because you take BBC, that's make you Oprah, gang. I can't take you seriously.
Motherfuckers in the house
Fuck out
is
of
more
here, bro.
gangster than your ass, bro. They more dark than this asshole with my big black.
Oh my gosh, she's still talking. Oh my god.
Ask them, gang. Shut the fuck up, then. The same.
Oh, they changed $10 shots to $20 shots. What happened? Is it because he had too much to drink already? Nerds has a personality with Buff and Zay because they did talk a lot about. Yes, 100%. There were a few shows. I agree that Nerds was one of them with personality. And they had their own like following that was very loyal. I think that all went to like crap with a bunch of decisions that were made. But yeah,
It's like, yo.
I have to go get another drink.
Literally, the same fucking moment I do it,
I won't do it again.
all of a sudden it's a problem. What happened?
Denmark crashed out with Ken and Scooter when he became an intern. I haven't seen that, but I know that there was some tension between the three of them. And now Scooter's gonna go to Bus, so I'm guessing he's not gonna be our Cash anymore.
Nothing.
Why is it a problem now?
Oh, because it's Christmas Eve. Any other time, I would say no. She ran. It's Christmas Eve.
She shouldn't have popped up. I'm sorry, bro.
No, she made it. No, to be fair, when you rewatch this, when you're sober, to be fair, she said, it's out of my hand. To be fair, she said, I have to go in 30 minutes. She said that over 40 minutes.
The other precedent that it starts, right? You're not, by allowing your host to be drunk on a regular basis on their streams or high or whatever it may be, you're not expecting them to be professional. You're not expecting them to address the chat. You're not expecting them to address the donations. You're not expecting them to remember what they were supposed to do that day. You don't expect them to remember to redirect, because at some point when you're just that effed up, right? You're not gonna remember to do any things that you're supposed to do as a host, or even as an OBS monkey. I don't know. Like, you're not gonna do your job well. And at that point, you're literally saying you're running a universe and a network where you don't expect your host to be professional. You know?
To go. So I guarantee you the reason
I'll be
her
right back.
daughter
I'm gonna
chimed
make
in
another
is her
drink.
daughter probably came in and said, "Hey,
And then I'll
Mom,
make
can
another
you
goal
help
for
me
another
with
one."
this, or can you help me with that?" And she's like, "Oh shit." Her whole family, you're too young to understand this. Her whole family is under the roof. One night.
Yeah,
one
sweep this shit
fucking
away,
night.
bro. Sweep this shit away, gang.
Hey, I get
Sweep
it. It was funny as fuck to listen to. It was great. But look, this is the one night of the year. Chat, I don't care if you love the bitch or hate her. There is no way you're going to say that she ran when she clearly said way ahead of time she had to go in X amount of minutes. It was 30, and it was...
Who gives a fuck? She's gone now, dude. Like she was saying, like, oh, he's a white
But you can't say he ran away. You can't say she ran away. That's not fair. He said, oh, as soon as I asked whatever, she ran away. It's like, no, she had to go.
Okay, all right, fair enough, fair enough. So
no, not fair enough, bro. Like,
dude, honestly, like this shit was so fucking stupid. Like I don't really even care that much. I'll be honest. It was entertaining to listen to, but like I don't even know what you guys like. What were you guys even arguing about?
Oh, what is this?
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what the fuck we're arguing
Split
about.
Fries in my chat spammed this clip. He really wanted me to play this. Apparently, this is Denmark's
Hey,
voice.
I made it stronger.
Honestly, the chance to at least do that again is fuck it, dude. I'm down.
Yeah, random people with no idea what they're doing. I agree.
Got me blocked.
That's why, like, the professional streamers and stuff, they don't last in this universe because the amount of effort you're putting in, like, even you're noticing that now too, right? Because we have people like Zay, who is going to put a lot more effort into every stream than other hosts in the LCU, and yeah, it does not feel fair.
I've always liked him.
He's in my chat. All right, I'm gonna play this clip. Apparently, this is Denmark's real voice. I don't know though.
It does bounce. It does bounce. Bro, that's the first time I'm gonna play that back. Thank you for the $10. Local funniest home videos. Win the clip content. That's enjoy.
All right, let's see how drunk he gets.
Way too fast.
But I don't want to.
I took my 5, Tommy. I owe one more shot. I'm gonna do it in just a second, dude. We've already made a dent to this shit. Like this shit was up here when I started. Like.
Yo, my drink, my Safari bottle is already like at a bigger dent than that. So just saying. I mean, I'm not taking shots, but it's been a bigger dent than that.
We've already made a little bit of a dent. And this shit's got a... Oh, god damn it, Glowshine. Oh, it's shot o'clock. Oh, clock, here you go. Scooter, Merry Christmas. Thank you, Glowshine. I appreciate you. Oh, you motherfuckers. I haven't even been live 30 minutes. You're gonna get me too fucked up. You're gonna get me too fucked up.
We got a new goal.
I can't trick to Kiji. We need Lisa.
I'm on my second right now.
That's a crazy statement.
And look, I get
100% happy weekend. We've been talking about it, and I 100% agree with that. One of the major reasons is really because it just, you know, they're out of content ideas.
Saying as far as truth and stuff like that.
It's been uncovered. Gidgy left a cat out so Scooter wouldn't leave for Florida to have fun. We are actually going to get there, Queen Erica. It's interesting that you have that opinion because do we actually know what happened yet, or? Queen, let me know. Like, what do you... Have any of them actually commented on what they think happened with the cat?
I don't know enough about people's past. Look, I told Scooter months ago, you're not going anywhere unless there's, like, something you get to sign because fucking I heard Albert say he was going to take a fucking knife and at your throat.
I just took the last one, Gooner.
Interesting. Wait a minute. What's happening here? Gitsy doesn't trust the trip that Scooter's gonna go on?
Oh, I'm caught up, dude.
Guess what? I know Albert now, and you know what?
Oh, that's right. Oh my god, I gotta tell the story. I gotta tell the story because I shit on Albert. When there was the audience where Mike might have mentioned that Albert might have wanted to me. Gidgy's like, I will never allow you to go to an IRL event with Albert. You'll have to sign a waiver. You'll never. I'm like, dude, what? What are you talking about? Because here's the deal. even during all of that, like, I know Albert, and like I've talked to like Boogie and people that know Albert, and he wouldn't hurt a fucking fly. He is.
I'm guessing they're talking about Fat Camp here, though.
Tell you something. When I left the LCU, you want to know the first person that called me within minutes of my stream going down?
Unless you came after his mom. Unless you came after his mom or somebody he loves.
Yeah.
Hey, Lara.
Then, yeah, fuck you.
But no, that was the first, after everything, he was the first one to call me when I quit. Whenever the shit happened with Gidgy, when I first went up on live, he was the first one. Like, he is honestly like a friend. I would call him that, and he's a good guy. You know, he's got his problems, of course, and you know, but he's grown so much, just as we all do.
I don't know why they keep saying it. One of the biggest scripts in the LCU, in my honest opinion, is the glazing that happens over like Albert and Tina. The legendary Tina D, the legendary Albert. What makes them so legendary? I don't know.
They're wrapping paper. When they're wrapping presents, you have to take a shot every time you lose the scissors or.
When you're in the LCU, and we're all at different stages in our journey.
$20 shots owed? 5?
The LCU. You know, Lisi's still early on. I'm at the point now where people believe.
Let's go to the point where you don't owe any anymore.
Christmases, you know.
Legend by association? I'm guessing we're talking about Mike then, right? Because Tina's associated to Mike, Albert is associated to Tina, so that makes them a legend. I don't know if that works like that. Not in my opinion.
Brag here, I'm just, oh shit. God damn it, I just
hey, Brandon.
Catching up on shots, and you're gonna do this to me, Thrifty. We're back to 5 owed, and Thrifty for $20 said, I just want to, Rock wouldn't die from a fire.
Hang on.
My daughter's birthday is...
3 years later, I had my first girlfriend, Maria, and...
You guys.
Oh, God.
And, you know, it was...
The whole thing around Phantom, too, with the girlfriend? Holy crap, dude. He was flirting with Gidgy. He was telling Sweetie that he was gonna take her out on a date the whole time he had a girlfriend. What?
Because you bring your own, just like I bring my...
I don't trust anything he says anymore if he can't even own the fact that he has a girlfriend. Like, what?
My own little flavor. Yeah, it may not be live material, but we bring our own.
Right, because they knew Angry Grandpa. Like, I understand, like, back, I don't know, what was it when they started 20 years ago? I understand that type of content around Angry Grandpa was, like, a big deal and people really enjoyed that sort of stuff. I never did, but I get how people could, like, want to tune back in and see what kind of crazy stuff he's up to today. I get it, I understand. I don't think that sort of stuff would be that popular nowadays because it's just, there's too much competition. But holy crap, like, calling that legendary? And that's not even there anymore, right? Because the big focus of those series or those shows were like, was Angry Grandpa, and Angry Grandpa's not around anymore. So he's just like trying to keep it going with himself, but Mike is not that much of a character to really go on.
Own flavor, and our audiences really dig it, you know? And you got
most importantly, we have
the fucking sniper.
You don't trust Phantom? Yeah, well, should I trust him?
You know?
I have my girl. I am so blessed to have that woman. Holy shit. You talk about... Look.
And no Brantley's in the chat. I can't say anything good.
Oh my God, she is. Merry Christmas, you beautiful
Brant.
little
Yes,
angel.
Merry Christmas, Brant.
That's the other glazing that happens, like, nonstop. Glazing Brantley. The boss's girlfriend.
And
Granny! Merry Christmas, Granny. I haven't seen you.
Be a man or a woman.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Blake!
Everclear. Holy crap, dude.
Got this shit, man.
What is he drinking?
I'm learning.
I heard y'all going over the video, and I was like, oh, let me go drop in there and see what they're doing.
Xylee is another character in the LCU that gets drunk. I don't think she does it like on a regular basis like Scooter did for 3 days in a row, but when she gets drunk, she's quite the character too.
Oh,
and then
okay.
Brantley has talents? Oh, tell me, please. What talent does Brantley have? Please, I can't wait to see the answer.
Did that get demonetized? I mean, not demonetized. Taken down?
No. It's still up.
You get turned into a Voldemort if you leave. That tells you everything you need to know. 100%. We went through this last weekend when we talked about Rastov being permabanned off the LCU. Like, it's the insane cult behavior is everywhere.
Why would it be?
And drinking and getting high is just part of that, right? It's just like, it's like that shield.
Down.
Okay, so wait.
Brantley's only claim to fame is just starting as an assistant to Keem to literally sucking her away to the spotlight. I don't claim to know what happened in the background, but the fact that you're worth something just because of who you associate yourself with is it's just never gonna, it doesn't work for me. I do not see things that way. I get why other people do. I understand. Like, apparently, Glammy is a very good example of that. Glammy got close to Brantley, and that's how she has some sway into the LCU. So I guess it works. I guess if you glaze these characters that are associated to the big guys, it somehow works, right? I don't know.
Wait a minute. That video is still up, and we're all not playing that as our preview screen before we go live? Matthew,
Dude,
I've been asking you.
Like, you two just need to fucking talk. Very sick right now. So, like, I think it's cool that we can hang out here.
What do you have on your teeth, Scooter? What is that?
Because, with all due respect, like, dude, I'd be sleeping.
There's a reason why you should not be eating or drinking on stream, and that's one of them. Oh my god.
Right now, otherwise, like, I mean, my mom's cool and all.
Stop! Someone
Like,
tell
no
him!
offense. We already did. Jessica Physical wants to. Jessica wants to speak. All right. Jessica. I'll let you speak.
Oh, good. I can pee.
All right.
Hi, Jessica.
And that Friday and Saturday, Keem
Did you
technically Keem said that he wants to drink with me before he dies, and that was basically an invite.
I mean, yeah, Fat Cam's probably the best opportunity, to be fair.
Yeah, he.
You know he has a black background because of roaches? Yes! I have seen his, like, when it was before this. There were, like, roaches, like, all over the place.
So I don't think you
bad.
want to.
Hey, Ozzy! They all need AA! Yo! Oh my god, Ozzy. Lol cow AA. Yes, they all need that. They all should show up for a daily meeting. There should be a lol cow AA. That's a gold mine right there, Ozzy.
Test Keem's gangsta right now, Jessica.
No, I don't have to.
People just come in for, you know, that little therapy session. They can keep on going with their lives afterwards.
Because he said, I would love to drink. Yes. All talking shit and what? Brantley, you tell the truth. Brantley's a liar. She is not a truther in chat.
Bye.
How dare she?
Oh, people are dropping like flies, Scooter.
What is she? What was that? Mushroom? Like chocolate? What was that? What was she holding up? It looked like chocolate and mushrooms.
Peace out, bye y'all.
Oh, they're 100% all drunk at this point. Yes.
Bye.
How dare?
What is that? There's a picture of mushrooms. Look, that's a mushroom. Shot. What? I don't know what that says.
Oh, people are dropping like flies, Scooter.
Scooter.
It's because I'm here.
I'm about to be back.
It's not you, Phantom. No one can see you.
You can at least help me.
Oh, this drink is so good, though.
Got that.
Good quality chocolate.
Hey,
Murray.
Going?
I did not
But
die for
also,
here to give
as you can see, Keemstar.
I don't need your camera on.
Yeah.
What do you want?
Keemstar has yet to deny my allegation.
Here's the thing. Content, yes. Some of Keem's favorite content from Fat Camp didn't have the views, didn't have the donations. You know what people
I should be on lookout? No, dude. I think that boat has sank. I wish, man. I wish. I just don't want to be under the lolcow umbrella, you know?
love to see about Fat Camp is all the content creators interacting with each other.
And I agree with that. Here's my problem with it. Like, so I'm on Cash and Nerds right now, right? Denmark getting out to Fat Camp. Let's be honest, it's not realistic.
Am I the only one who doesn't know these hosts? No, you're not. You're not. I mean, I bring my usual gaming community over here, and they're like constantly confused because they're not really into the whole LCU stuff. So if you have any questions, please let me know. Will you appear on Rastov's new show? What is Rastov's new show? Isn't it just Rastov?
Ken getting
Or are you saying he's really starting a universe? I'm just kidding.
out there. Like I've talked to him behind the scenes, so I don't know if he can.
Yeah, I'm not banned. I don't think. If that's like a conscious decision or not. I think they just prefer to ignore me most of the time.
Go out there or not.
I'm like small fry, guys. I'm small fry. I'm not some kind of big detractor, you know?
Lacey, it's her sister's birthday, so like all of my co-hosts aren't going to be out there, so it's kind of like, how is that going to build my shows?
Okay, well, what are you gonna do when they tell you you're not streaming because Locale Live is going live all day? Do you know how?
And Keem and Brantley that I'd love to meet in person, and Boogie, of course.
Yeah. Mom's gonna butt in. It's your job.
As your job.
Yes.
But it is my job. But like, here's the deal: if those shows do stream, right? Like, Nerds is a B circuit show, right?
I'm starting
and,
to feel a little bit,
A
guys.
B circuit show come March of next year.
You never know.
You never know, right? But like, Nerds would be expected to go live there. And like, if it's gonna hurt the Nerds content for me to be at Fat Camp, like, I feel like I'm doing a disservice.
Why would it hurt it? There's no difference between you sitting in your studio, Lacey sitting in her studio. Just one's at the location of Fat Camp. It's the same exact shit. What do you mean? Why would it hurt it?
You're saying that, but like,
you're not gonna win.
Like, here's
I'm
the
just
deal.
telling you right now.
No, listen.
I got nothing against face streamers. Just some of them don't have the skill or the interest to set up artwork and models. I think being a VTuber has to be a fully conscious decision. Yeah, 100%. You have to know what you're getting yourself into.
I already told Lacey, like, because I'm going to Florida in 3 days. I already told Lacey, like.
Turns out he didn't go to Florida, but we're gonna get into that too.
Next week, there's no plans for the streams. Like real talk, there's probably not gonna be a real stream plan because I'm gonna be basically on vacation.
So wait a minute. He was drinking for 3 days straight, and then he's going on vacation. Guess what he's gonna do on vacation, right?
Realistically speaking, Fat Camp's gonna be the same thing because like I'm gonna be doing live all day. I'm gonna be getting drunk with you guys, which will be a great time. Like the shows that I'm doing will suffer because of that because I can't put
that's
all of
a
my
problem
energy every day into those shows.
That's the problem. See, some people who went to Fat Camp last year didn't realize you were there to work.
Yeah,
okay?
And that's the thing. Like,
when you go there, you're there to work. You're there to. If we need last minute stuff, you go get the last minute stuff. You help with setup. You help tear down.
Yeah, Drunk Camp 2 is already in full effect, 100%.
Help clean around.
They should call it that instead of Fat Camp.
You help like cook dinner if we're cooking dinner in the kitchen. You do all of that. It's a group effort.
Think back to Fat Camp, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone that watches that hasn't watched. Watch back on Fat Camp as a viewer who's now a host. Watch back and see who you see. I saw Ken in almost every single fucking stream cooking. I always saw that motherfucker.
It's a vacation, but
states like a Fat Camp's in like Wisconsin or Nebraska.
That's how.
Wait, it doesn't matter. It does not matter what he has achieved in his life as a mother. I have told him, look, there is something different, and I know every mother.
That doesn't
tells
even
every
matter.
kid
Like
that.
I'll probably be there. It's just. You know, I want to hang out with my friends, right?
I'm gonna be honest.
Ken saving people from themselves.
With you, I understand what you're saying, and I do get what you're saying, and I think
drunker. I would love to get drunker, to be completely honest, but
he just says he would love to get drunker.
How do you monetize? How do you do it when you're this drunk?
What do you mean?
Amazing.
Oh, there we go. Bray Bob said, "Merry Christmas, Genji, Scooter, Xylee, and Phantom."
Genji.
Scooter girl, stop being down on yourself. You're great at this, dude. And that fucking blows my mind.
There you go.
It's
Bill
crazy.
Hill said,
I get it. I get exactly what you're saying.
Bill Hill said, when people started, they ate food, cut their hair, put tie in their face. You went beyond and behind, literally. Scooter's poop. Dude, what the fuck are you saying? Scooter's poop.
The lost descendants of Asmongold.
Finger to make people laugh. You definitely belong. People tune in to watch you. Okay, I get what you're saying now. And that's the hard thing to fucking believe. Like, dude, you have to understand. I watched Keemstar and Boogie and all these people, and I was like, holy fuck, they're so cool. And now I've done a show with them. Like I talked to them. And it just happened so fast, and for a minute there, I'm like, dude,
Is he about to drunk cry?
delusional? Am I having like a fucking fever dream? Is any of this even real? Because I grew up watching these people, and it took a long time for me to. I see the cat. Goddamn, I owe a shot. But it was just, it's hard to me to get there, like, and I am, but it's hard. It's crazy to believe that I'm in that same field where I belong in the same place as them.
You 100% belong, honey. You will do.
Oh my God.
Brantley puts in here, Xylee learned how not to have so much dead air and say.
It's just crazy to believe.
There it is! There it is! There it is!
Leave, because like you have to understand, I was in such a bad place before I joined the LCU, and now to think that I'm one of the people that
you were in a bad place before the LCU. I'm not sure if that also made you drink and get high on a constant basis, but now that you're feeling better and happier and lost a bunch of weight and everything, now you're getting into these really bad habits where you're drinking constantly, and you don't even know what time of the day it is anymore. Like, please realize that that's not healthy either.
It actually makes the LCU, you know, because I know how bad I was off.
He has definitely lost weight. We gotta give him that.
And I know this is one of the things that got me through day to day. And to think that I could fill that same role just, it blows my mind.
Nah, dude.
It really does.
You got it, man. I'm telling you. You're good. You're Gucci. You Scooty boots, bro.
Oh, yeah. You can wear your hat in.
Too big for his teeth. This is a new one. Haven't heard that one.
Side out to make people ask questions. I might try that.
It's because of you, Scooter, that I felt brave.
All that doctor money. He has a personal trainer. I don't know if that's the case. I know he goes to the gym. I think he has been disciplined with himself, you know, and that's not easy.
Enough to get up there and cover myself in peanut butter on that peanut butter and jelly stream.
That's the best way to have it, though. Is it?
The motherfuckers, they do it every time.
All right, so this was Drunk Stream number 2, and then it's the Nerds Christmas special.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's that time. Merry Christmas, which means it's time to fucking get drunk.
He literally starts the stream saying it's time to get drunk. It's that time of the year. It could mean anything, right? Christmas could mean anything, but for him, it means getting drunk. You have a question? What's up, Huggy?
We got, you know, I thought today was gonna be a nice, happy, cheery day. But let's be real.
Do I happen to have call-ins? I am going to do my first ever open panel soon. Perhaps I can make it work for next weekend. But yeah, one of these Saturdays, I'm going to be doing my first open panel, and I'm gonna test it out, see how I feel. Because I don't usually do that. I usually plan a stream and like to comment on my own. So yeah, that's the plan, to test it out, you know, and then we'll see if I make it more of a thing.
It's happened the past couple of days. It's just the LCU Christmas. It couldn't be any other way. We couldn't have it.
Panel up, Ruby. Yo, I still want to do. I saw a tweet from Ruby recently where she was like, "Ooh, in the new year, I want to do more collabs. I want to do." And then she put a bunch of topics that she wants to discuss with other people. And I'm like, yo, some of these topics, count me in, right? For like the OnlyFans stuff and the sex industry. You know, you guys know I'm interested in that stuff. I've been talking about Piper Raquel. I've been talking about OnlyFans creators, OnlyFans houses. And that sort of stuff really interests me to talk about, to comment on. So yeah, there might be some stuff that we can talk about together with Ruby. That would be amazing. I'd love that.
Any other way.
I think she has some really interesting opinions about that topic as well, so I'd love to hear from her.
I got a special guest with me tonight. Hopefully we'll get a few more special guests. I know Booster has some things to say, so let's just get the show started. Let's play the fucking song. Let's go.
Every time that someone wants to quit, they talk them out of it by gassing them up or talking 100%. Like, when anyone wants to leave, they're like all of a sudden the hero of the LCU, right? 100% that happens every time. Denmark, Scooter, Rastov.
Come on, get those NDF badges. gonna be doing some cool stuff tonight. Apparently, Booster has some shit he wants to say. Booster's not actually there right now, so we'll talk to him once he gets back. You know, he's getting ready for the night. How's everybody doing though, dude? I was live for.
I think one of the big ones that really bothered me was when Denmark had quit the LCU and he was doing like call-ins into his normal shows, and he had quit. He wasn't back or anything, but Keemstar came on and they started having a conversation, and at some point Keemstar convinces Denmark to come back to the LCU by saying that within a few months he should be able to afford his own place. And he knew exactly what he was doing. He knew exactly how to press his buttons, what to say to convince him to come back. Because at that point, Denmark had gotten an Airbnb for a few days, and he was like experiencing time on his own, with his own place and everything, and that's what he wants. As anyone who's like 20-something, right? I think he's like 20, 21. Obviously, he wants to move out of his parents' house. He wants to have like independence and everything, right? That's what he's thinking about. So Keemstar comes up there, and he like sells him that dream, like literally sells him that dream. But not even like 2 days later, they're talking about putting Denmark on another show, changing things around, like, and all of a sudden that dream might not be the dream anymore, right? How can you promise this guy that within 6 months or whatever, he's going to be able to afford his own house, right? 2 days later, that's no longer Keemstar's purpose. I just don't know, man. They keep people inside by promising them all this stuff. Remember with Sweetie and her teeth? That's no longer a thing that's happening anymore, from what I can understand. Sweetie is someone, if you guys are not aware, because I like to keep the people who are not familiar with the LCU hosts a little bit updated on the subject, but like Sweetie is one of the characters of the LCU, one of the bigger characters of the LCU, and Sweetie has a bunch of like health concerns, and one of them is the fact that she is like, she doesn't have a lot of teeth left, I believe. And one of the things that they promised her was, we're gonna try to get you those teeth, you know? And they made this a really big thing on the shows. They said, we're gonna get Sweetie the teeth, we're gonna talk to doctors, we're gonna talk to dentists, we're gonna talk to a bunch of people, we're gonna use our network to get Sweetie those teeth, right? Nowadays, they're not even talking about it anymore. I think they got like one consultation at one point. There was a conversation between them and the dentist, but I don't think it's happening anymore. She's probably going through the usual government system, wait list, whatever it may be, and maybe she got teeth at some point through there, because I don't think she's getting it through the LCU anymore.
For quite a while last night, and then my mom was live until fucking.
And this sort of stuff just keeps happening. There's these vulnerable personalities that keep getting like lured back into this universe with promises of having their dreams come true, and they end up like miserable.
10 o'clock in the goddamn morning. You know, to be honest, like...
And we're not even... I don't even consider Rastov in one of those. I think Rastov has like a more sensitive kind of personality. He has more empathy. So he is more sensitive to certain like toxic environments, but I don't think Rastov is in the same position as, for example, Sweetie or I wouldn't even consider Denmark. I would say maybe Booster, maybe like there's these personalities that really try to make it. Becky, for example, Becky, even though she's a smart girl, right? She is vulnerable in the sense that she cannot make it out there with her health condition or whatever it may be, or her mental health. She cannot make it out there as a normal job. So, and there's a lot of those personalities in the LCU that just don't make it out there. And it feels like they take advantage of these vulnerable personalities by keeping them in. And, you know, a lot of the times there are these humiliation rituals. And the other day, I think it was yesterday, I was watching Lolcow Nuts, and they had this new person on there, and they were completely humiliating him, calling all kinds of names. And that was just the content that day. Like, for me, that's nothing. I cannot watch that. It literally triggers me so much.
6 months ago, I would not have imagined my Christmas being like this, but honestly, It has been amazing. It's been an amazing Christmas. Is there a scooter?
Why would anyone be in Booster's seat? Yeah, they sell it like this most amazing opportunity, right? But how is it that most amazing opportunity? He hasn't made any money. I think he's been sent like a few hundreds of dollars for like, I don't know what, because he's, you know, he's been providing free content pretty much.
Remote. Oh, there's a scooter. What the fuck am I wearing in this? Hold on. What am I wearing in this? The fuck is that? What is this gay Am I wearing a bra? Why? What is the pink top? What the fuck? No, I did not.
Oh, exactly, Cassie. And then there's like the uncertainty, right? Not only do you not know when you're gonna be working, you absolutely have to have no life. You have to have no life, unless you have like one of those smaller shows. Then you can maybe have a life. They won't mess with it too much. But you literally can't have a life. You have to be there all the time. You have to call into shows. You have to be there for the drunk parties. You have to. It's like, yeah.
Not approve that. I didn't approve that in the slightest. The fuck? Hey, you know what they say. You know what they say. See who we have in here. Oh,
meetings, docket meetings, whatever it may be.
Phantom, Fanty G. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, you filthy.
Then IRL events come along, like Fat Camp, and you're like all of a sudden worried about your physical health, like someone's gonna stab you, or you're gonna be peer pressured into getting drunk every day. I don't know, man. There's just so many concerns that I can come up with.
The animal, what's going on?
Why am I a filthy animal? The fuck?
Because shit, it's Christmas. You always gotta come looking sharpest.
I mean, you should know by now, considering I showed up and flipped tantrum because Lacey wasn't here. I didn't throw a temper tantrum.
How do they even manage 4 hours of a drunk stream?
That's just factually not true. Like in the.
I hope these people have saved or invested their dog money. Dog money? Who the hell is that? Which one? This one? This guy right here at the top left? Or who? Because that's Booster. That is one of the main controversial characters of the LCU at the moment.
Slightest bit. I had an emotional night, I won't lie.
Oh, this guy right here? That's Phantom. He is a host in Lolcow Alpha. He's one of the... Yeah, he's one of the more... He's one of the shows that's not doing very well. He doesn't get a lot of views. He doesn't get a lot of donations. He's apparently, they call him a hard worker because he goes live every day without making a cent, right? But yeah, he's not... I wouldn't call him the most entertaining. Yeah.
About that, I got really drunk. You guys know when I get drunk, I tend to get emotional and maybe cry a little bit. That's kind of who I am at this point.
At Thriftio super chatted $19.99.
So then they start drinking.
Get standing nerds host that's left.
She's Jersey's friend.
Pull her up here and ask her on a date. Let's see what she says.
This is the type of content that they make Booster make, by the way. These women, they come on panel, and Booster has to make a fool out of himself by inviting them on a date or saying these outrageous, disgusting things to them. And that's how it all started, by the way, with Booster. Making him do these things and then running away because none of their business. And actually, Rastov was participating in one of the more controversial ones in the beginning, where they made him go up and ask Lacey questions while she was live. And Rastov was in that VC that made Booster do that. So yeah, it'll be interesting. It would be interesting to see what Rastov has to say about that. Of course, I haven't seen Rastov live lately, but I believe Rastov is still very much taking the stance of trying not to rile them up over there. So he probably doesn't want to talk about it, but it would be interesting to see what he has to say. Yeah, how does it smell like it? Okay, so basically, exactly, Harley. They made Booster, they were talking about another VC, they made Booster go up on the live that Lacey was on and basically ask her, does it smell how it looks? Which, disgusting question. And yeah, that's Booster. That's Booster content right there. And then he was like, oh, they made me, and that was a whole controversial thing because apparently they peer pressured him into doing stuff like that so that he would get, his position on live.
Hey, Lucy.
We just need
Lacey and Rastov game collab needs to happen. I have been telling him to get into Arg Raiders. I would love to introduce him to that game. I think that would be a lot of fun.
Second of your time.
Hey, Lucy.
Lucy was fine with it the day after. Yeah, she was not too happy at the beginning. I don't think she ever ended up being too happy about it. But she did end up saying probably it wasn't a big deal. But yeah, they basically said, don't do this anymore. Stop pushing your addictions. Listen, I just want to make people happy.
Me off my own stream.
That's right. We took you off your own stream because you're an angel and we need you on Nerds from
At
there,
25th
okay?
Fridge Super Chatted $10.
Okay,
I
you're
don't
allowed
care
to.
for Lisai and it's weird she got all this power.
LCU girls versus VTubers. The issue with that, guys, is that I historically have not been very good with collabs. What's up, Huggy? I have had bad experiences with collabs, so I don't really do them. Trying to be better at it. I think there's people obviously that are worth an attempt to collab with, but it usually doesn't go very well for me.
So quickly.
If you had to pick to go out with, who would you pick, Booster or Scooter? Well, if it was a life or death situation, I would definitely pick Scooter. I thought when Scooter started on the LCU, I actually thought he was a cool guy. I still don't have a bad opinion about him. I also liked Gidgey. I'm not sure how I feel about everything at the moment with them. But I always was a fan of Gidgey and Scooter. I thought they had an interesting dynamic. I thought they brought something to the LCU. So I don't personally have much of an issue with Scooter. I don't think he's having very healthy habits, but he probably would admit to that himself. So, yeah. They have a bed in the LCU which can get laid. That is such a great environment that I would love to not work in. Holy crap.
Sorry, thank you.
Listen, Lucy, listen.
A bet about who gets laid first. Can you imagine, guys? Can you imagine being a woman working in that environment? They have a bet with which guy gets laid first. And then remember, they have these IRL events coming up, right? So they have a bet on which guy gets laid first. And then they have an IRL event, Fat Camp, coming up in March. Guess what's going to be, you know, incentivized? No, dude. As a woman, I would, for that fact alone, I would not want to go to Fat Camp. What the hell?
We know each other a long time, all right? We've had our ups and downs.
Do you have a clip of that, Huggy? Because that is bad, dude.
And I think our friendship
Right, Kai?
has been recovering a lot. And it would be my pleasure and my honor to take
And you could easily defend them by saying, oh, but they just have a bet. It's probably with, like, women out there, right? It has nothing to do with the LCU. But then you see Booster constantly being told to flirt with all these other ladies in the LCU, right? So you can't really say that it's not in the LCU. He keeps making these disgusting remarks about other women. The other day, I was so disappointed. I saw Yo Mama do like Yo Mama was pulled up Lila, which is a girl from another show in the LCU, and he completely objectified her on stream. Well, I was not expecting that from him at all. So there's definitely a culture here where they do this to the female hosts. And they keep saying, no, this is not okay. Don't objectify or sexualize women in the LCU. Yeah, screw that.
you on a date wherever
That's
you want to
definitely
go.
not a rule.
Are you down to do that with me?
In real life?
In real life, e-date, it doesn't matter.
You want to do another e-date? You want to try it again?
Oh yeah, because that went so well.
Yeah, at least he doesn't really help. The thing is, right? I think there's a difference between a woman that is comfortable in her skin and does things like that. I don't mind it. I like Lisi in that sense. She's confident and she likes shaking her ass. There's nothing wrong with that. It doesn't necessarily have to be sexual, right? They don't have to make that situation sexual, but obviously they do, which is what the issue is. And if I were her, I would not do those things, put myself in that situation more because I know the reactions. So the fact that she keeps doing it, she keeps feeding into it, right?
I'm gonna try to win my heart again.
And I'll wear the nicest clothes.
Like, I'm not gonna judge anyone for wanting to shake their ass. I think, it can be a very fun activity, but yeah, if you keep getting the reaction where apparently someone said they were getting hard from it. Like, that's not something you want to really be a part of, I think, in my opinion.
I'll be as nice as possible to you.
This isn't working.
Who's the one to lower left? Lower left? Interesting suit? Oh, yeah, that's Phantom. That's Phantom. That's one of the guys in the Alpha. He's in Lolcow Alpha. He's the main host on there. He's not very entertaining. Not a bad suit, yeah, but he's not very entertaining.
This time, I'll legitimately treat you right. What's your favorite color?
Yeah, Laura. Yeah, that's the whole therapy or 10 sessions of its own. A very fun activity? Sure, why not? Why would it? It could be a fun activity. Yeah. Taking your ass? Have you tried it? It's very liberating. You should try it.
Green.
I'll try and find a green shirt just for you because you're an angel and your smile makes me happy.
So this is the kind of content that they make, and it might sound a little wholesome now, but it gets disgusting sometimes.
Happy in my heart warm, all right?
Inspire Tom.
And there's this, you might think that people are choosing to drink on their own, right? But I have seen instances where they were like, oh, do you want to drink? And the other person says, no, I don't feel like it. Are you sure? You know? And then they freaking insist and insist and insist. Do you really not want to drink? It would be hella funny. And then they convince the other person to end up drinking, right? And they keep doing this with the more vulnerable personalities in the LCU. Like, for example, Booster, that said he didn't want to drink, but they kept on insisting, and he ended up drinking and making a fool out of himself and saying the most disgusting, outrageous things, so... And this happens all on stream, right?
Confidence at all. Please tell me you're a woman. Please tell me you have a vagina.
Almost like they make HR for reasons like this. 100%. 100%, Kai.
Please tell me
I hear myself. I don't.
I've been around dudes who came chat me up sexualizing. Not my cup of tea 100% of the time until you learn that they lived with their grandma flat with 8 kids. Oh man, eight kids from other girls. Right.
I will back off because I am not a woman.
Oh.
You don't have an ass? If you bend down far enough and shake it, it'll feel like you have one. Maybe. I wouldn't actually know because I do have an ass, but it kind of sounds like it could work. I don't know. Try it.
Well, Merry Christmas. This isn't real life. How is this happening? Okay, if there's any women in the LCU...
no. How about you don't go up there if you're a woman in the LCU?
That, honestly, I don't even give a fuck. I'm just gonna abuse my community manager role. I'm not gonna abuse my... Fuck it.
Okay! Yeah, why not? Why not? Are there any women that want to voluntarily come up here? No? No problem. I, as a community manager, will abuse my role and put them up here myself. Yeah, great decision. Great freaking decision. If you ever choose to be on any VC in the Lolcow universe, just be ready to come up to a live stream at any moment.
Host calling all women not optional.
Not optional. I'm not okay. That's great. That's a great thing to add as a community manager. Not optional, aka mandatory.
Like I know. Look,
dude. I said 2 minutes ago. I literally just said 2 minutes ago that I didn't have an issue with Scooter, but listen, you can say as many times as you want that this is all scripted or this is all a joke, this is all like very playful and it's not real. But the most vulnerable personalities will not see a difference. We have people with autism in this universe. We have people who are socially awkward, people who are socially inept, you know? They will not know the difference between a joke and not a joke, okay? They will not know. They will take these things seriously. Women will feel pressure to go on there or do whatever. You cannot tell me that doesn't happen. We've had several examples of women feeling uncomfortable in there. Zay has a million stories of being uncomfortable in the LCU chat or the main chat or in the VC, whatever it may be. She has millions of stories where she felt uncomfortable and no one did anything about it. Then there's Sweetie with the example of having been pressured to go on a trip to see a guy and get him laid. then there's so many examples of very uncomfortable, bad situations that were not addressed properly, and they just keep happening. And they allow their hosts to talk like this on stream.
That's all I have, right? Like, that's all I have is my fake clout in the LCU. Like calling all women. There's got to be one of you. There's got to be one of you. Well, like, I'm not gonna.
Why don't you just buy Wonder Woman some drinks?
The Sweet Tea thing was blown out of proportion. I believe you, Huggy. And I have had my share of interactions with Sweet Tea enough to know that she doesn't take sarcasm well, or she doesn't understand sarcasm. There's things that she takes very literally. There are certain things that Sweet Tea does not understand, right? I understand that he wasn't forcing her, but from her perspective, she felt that way. Just like when I said they want to plan out in the future. I believe you, and I hope they figure that out, but I understand after having my share of interaction with Sweet Tea that there's certain things that she does not understand. So if you're joking or making a joke, she doesn't understand this is a joke. Well, yeah, he did pass away, unfortunately. But yeah, it's not going to happen. But it was a situation that when it was told, it did not sound good at all. Like, they have to be careful, you know? Yeah, no matter how that got presented to Sweet Tea, it was just not something that should have happened at all.
Should I ask Wonder Woman out? Oh God,
bro, do you think you got that game?
Okay, let's be clear. It's Wonder Woman. It's Wonder Woman, bro. It's Wonder Woman. Anybody can get in there. Like, you just gotta.
They said that it would result in her getting a host role. Listen, I cannot comment on this because I wasn't there, obviously, but from her perspective, when she told that story, it did look like there was some persuasion happening. It did look like she was put in a situation where she felt like she maybe could not have said no because she was in a vulnerable situation, not fully hired yet, or you know, it's just a bad situation. Do not do that. Do not do that, period. You know? Do not suggest to a girl that doesn't have a full job in the universe yet that she can go meet up a guy in real life, you know, in person. I don't know. It's all kinds of wrong, all right? That shouldn't have just not happened.
You think so? Okay.
Billy is smart enough, like hecka smart enough, to understand that should not have happened. Who else was there? I don't know. It was Billy and someone else that were joking about that. Like, I don't. It's not good. Don't do that.
Fuck me, Booster. Fuck you. Hello, Wonder Woman.
Okay, so now Wonder Woman goes on panel and apparently he's gonna ask her out on a date. Wonder Woman is another one of those personalities that is a bit like off in the sense that she socially has some weird experiences. She had this, she was actually in Fat Camp, the last one, and she had this episode where she was in the bathroom with another woman and miscommunication happened and she felt pressured into taking pictures without her shirt on or something like that. Like, it was awkward. It was weird enough for us to understand that Wonder Woman should not be put in situations where she might misunderstand your intentions, you know? So she is exactly not the kind of person that you put on panel and ask out on a date and enter controversial situations with. And she's not the best person to sort of like filter out what's real and what's not. Like, do not include these people in these jokes, these games. Just don't. And they should know better. They should know better.
It'd take her a bit to turn on her camera, I think. I would totally date Scooter, but I'm forever a gray. God damn it. Can somebody give that guy that woman a membership?
It's why we point and laugh. Oh man, I point a lot, but I right now I'm not laughing.
Please. Sweet Tea has it.
I'm almost done with my second drink.
Where's Sweet Tea?
Bachelors.
Should I ask Sweet Tea out on a date? Like, maybe where Wonder Woman?
No, I've got.
He's like, look at
that was all.
W was in the wrong bathroom. Wait, what? Oh, Wonder Woman was in the wrong bathroom. Yeah. I got you.
Come on. It's time to spend that bread on myself and someone cute on my arm, like you, Wonder Woman.
Oh, you have my attention.
Ooh, okay.
All right, Scooter, go from there. God damn it!
Oh. So, what do you say we go on a little safari together?
Oh, with animals?
Oh,
No, a safari with human beings, with centipedes.
there's gonna be.
Was Lucy not on that list?
Lucy was on that list, to be
She's gonna get pregnant? Isn't she already past menopause? I don't know.
fair, but she wasn't number one.
Yeah. Why not time I want a man to spoil?
Drinking all night.
Yeah. I said humans and then centipedes, but I swear I didn't mean to connect those two. Yeah, apparently, yeah, human centipedes. You're right. That would be a safari I would go to, if you know what I mean. Anyway.
This guy drove in right.
No breathing.
I hate this. Alright, this is fucked. Did you just say yes?
Got my eye.
There's a lot of beautiful women, so I'm trying to prove that I can do what is necessary. We're gonna see if they're still being retarded. All right?
Okay, so this is Lila, up on the top right. That's Lila, the one that I was talking about earlier.
Right, let's see.
Looks like a casting couch. They rated their kinks. That is the BDSM test, I think. They keep talking about it. They love the BDSM test. They make every single person take the BDSM test. And then they, they talk about it.
We've got too many people on the panel. Is there anything you want to say, Jordan?
Are we still being retarded?
I'm gonna say it.
Wait, no.
I'm gonna say that Lila.
Okay.
She's beautiful.
Okay.
Thank you.
Right. Okay.
Lisi quit yesterday. I was saying justice for Buff, and she ruined nerds, making Buff leave, and now look at them as just a drinking channel. Yeah, no, I understand that opinion. I understand. I think a lot of people have different opinions on what happened to nerds. Some people say Buff ruined it. Some people say Lisi ruined it. Some people say, once Zay left, it was never the same. So,
Let's keep Jobin up here then, because Jobin, it sounds like Jobin and Scooter want to fight for Lila's love.
Me and Scooter are hanging out together. I don't give a fuck.
Stop saying gay shit, Joe. Serial killer, though, right?
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Right?
You don't kill people.
Right?
Is the next Ted Bundy.
Yeah.
Liam?
Okay.
Liam,
Well, I'm just
do you have
listening
a
to you,
response
please.
to that?
It's to Kimmy instead of you.
See, do you respond?
Yeah, Lucifina's so right about me. Everything she said, she just knows me so well. She's just like a psychic or something. She just really knows.
Wild. I'm sorry, it's not happening.
They've only been a show for like a month with Lucy and
Yeah.
Wild.
Dude,
Run away.
I don't know if I will go, because here's the deal.
Okay,
I would love no, hold on. Pause. I would love to meet Lacey, because Lacey's a cool motherfucker. She's the person
he can't even talk anymore at this point. Do you hear him?
I'm close to in this LCU. Since day one, she's
Isn't that like a basic skill that you have to be able to keep from start to finish of your show, being able to talk?
person I'm closest to. If Denmark's not there, if Kent's not there, shut the fuck up, dude. Shut the fuck up.
You wanna fuck her?
No, shut the fuck up. Dude, since day one, Lacey made my career here. I'm sorry, bro.
It's very obvious.
No.
It's very obvious.
Okay, shut the fuck up.
Let me just say, guys, every single...
If they're not there, why? No, hold
Be really good days. I think you could benefit from that. These people are.
Because here's the deal. Dude, I was like...
Let me just say, Scooter, okay, you're not ugly. You're not ugly whatsoever. And, and I'm just saying, Scooter, let me just say, Scooter, I'd fuck you either. I would fuck you, Scooter. I would. You're not ugly, dude. You're not ugly.
No, here's the deal. I have I'm really drunk. Don't jump into this one, please don't. I have the
Andy, if you married me, you
can't wait to read host tweet longer about the culture in a couple of years. What?
get some. Never mind.
Now.
Come on.
Okay, Scooter was completely out of it at this point, it seems like.
One person busting up for me. There's gotta be one.
One buzzing up for me, but one person busting up.
Yeah, I need to go to bed too.
Oh my god.
I have the
So many
goddamn
people.
hiccups.
No, I was never best. Merry Christmas.
No,
put your head like that and swallow.
We are sending the redirect over to Locale Babes. Thank you so much to everybody joining.
All right. Okay. So the thing that happened after these 3 drunk streams, right? He was supposed to travel over to Florida, apparently. I don't know any more specifics than that. I was apparently going to go hang out with other LCU hosts. Going to be like a mini vacation. However, the night before he was supposed to leave, one of the cats, the newer cats that they got, Gidget and Scooter, they live together. One of the cats disappeared. Someone let the cat out and the cat ran off or something, right? So on the day of Scooter having to leave, he decides to cancel his trip because the cat's gone, right? And apparently someone in my chat said earlier that this was a plan from Gidget because she didn't want him to leave. I can't imagine that's the case. I don't think Gidget would do that. I don't know what, I don't know if that's true or not, but my instant thought was, you know, Scooter was so drunk that he let the cat out by mistake. I don't know. That was my initial thought when I heard the cat was gone and he had just finished doing a drunk stream. And we look at him now. We look at him at the end of the stream the day before. He is not really in a state where he can really. I don't know. I don't know. It was just a thought that I had, right? I don't know if that happened or not, but I feel like that's not the most insane thing that could happen if you're that drunk. You hardly know how to end OBS to end the stream or just put down a redirect. How are you going to know if the cat accidentally left the house, right? Not accusing him of anything. I'm just saying that doesn't seem that crazy to me. So then there is a stream
9/11 to watch,
which is this one where they talk about the cat having escaped somehow.
Had to stay back. If not, why wouldn't?
I'll find the cat. Vocal when I'm live for whatever, because he's food oriented. Anyway, I heard him and I knew it wasn't right, so I moved my headphone. I'm like, why is he meowing like that? Matthew was outside. I said, hey, can you check the cats for me? I was live, so I couldn't do anything. He was in a docket meeting. I just figured it was no big deal. And never in a million years did I think the cat got out. Needless to say, Theodore, our brand new kitten, got out last night. He was petrified. And Scooter would not come in. He canceled his trip. Over $1,000 in non-refundable fees that he'll never see. But he wouldn't go. He wouldn't get on the plane. And I told everyone, we had a quick meeting this morning, and I told everyone I was going to ask you guys, what would you do if your mom told you, get on the plane, I'll find the cat? And you were very much looking forward to this. I'm not going to leak a lot of personal shit with my kid, but he very much, not only do I know that he needed,
Are we gonna
but was
play
looking
her
forward to.
bullshit she was talking about me, or what?
But Hemazak3769 super chatted $23.99.
Thank you. Thank you
Smiling
so much.
face with open hands.
Hello. Thank you so much for the donor. I appreciate you. Hi. We have 4 minutes left for the drinky goal, but we don't have to hit it. we're almost done anyway. Hope you're doing well, Hemi. Thank you for the donor. I appreciate you. Hey, Paranormal.
This.
I thought Scooter has to be like a lawyer guy, be a smart guy. Scooter is smart, but when you're drunk or when you've been drinking a lot, and he does both, so he gets high and he gets drunk. So I don't know what was going on with him that night. I know that by the end of the stream, he was not looking very conscious, if you will. When you're like that, you're not the smartest guy, right? You're not the smartest guy. I'm gonna find my cat. 1K ain't much to deal with if you're a responsible pet owner. Oh, 100%. I agree. And the thing is, where I'm going with this is, if he does have potentially some, he might be feeling guilty, right? There might be several layers of this. If he was drunk and he might have accidentally let the cat out, then he feels extra guilty for that to have happened. And therefore, it's going to be harder for him to go on the trip if he was the reason the cat is left or escaped, right? So that's like a double reason to stay behind.
Excursion, because I'm not going to call it a vacation. I'm not going to call it a trip. It was an excursion. But would you guys be able to get on a plane? And he said, I'm not that guy. So I'm curious. Go ahead.
No, I would be
That
the
either
same
show-
way.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead.
Well, no, I was going to say, if you're saying he didn't want to get on a plane because he didn't trust that you were going to get the cat?
He was worried about that.
Oh man, this guy annoys me ever since he showed up on Becky's stream to be part of the Becky universe. Like, I don't... can we not hear this guy?
We are very much animal people. If Matthew and I could choose, we would pick animals to spend the rest of our lives with. If you
Joe Pesci, I think his name is...
said, okay, you can have a mate or an animal, which would you...
I think he's tried several times to be a co-host with someone. He never really quite gets there.
You pick? I would pick an animal, and he probably would too. Look, I'm sorry, they don't fuck up. Animals are pure and perfect.
What kind of animal would you pick? Since you said that.
Oh, don't. Ooh.
Oh my god.
No. Okay, so I was waiting.
Paranormal, thank
Heard
you
on
for
the
the
street
two.
that she charged $5,000 and she's
$5,000.
going to do a face reveal tomorrow.
Thank you so much, Paranormal, for the donut. How's your day and what is going on? We are talking about drunk people being drunk in the LCU. And the crazy habit that has been forming. He's annoying. He really wants to work with your mama. Yeah, they tried. It didn't work out, did it?
So
he was really happy in that role. I remember that stream where they were streaming together. I think Joe Pesci really wanted it. Your mama was probably not feeling it.
Because I know he went to sleep, so he didn't see any of our messages. There's a way he can rebook the flight for like $75, but he's got to call them. So whenever he wakes up, as soon as possible, he needs to just call them.
Okay, and that's what I figured. He was just, he was so torn apart, and then I didn't know because I hadn't had any sleep, so I didn't know he was inside. He's been outside for 13 hours or 12 hours, however long it was. He was outside. He would not come inside the house, and I'm like, dude, just he wouldn't do it. So I had fallen asleep, and I woke up, and the first thing I saw was Theodore. So. Thank God he got his kitty.
I would have done the exact
Okay, so the cat is safe. The cat is back. Good to know. Good to know.
Same thing. If one of my girls went out for even an hour, like I'd be ripped up. Like I'd be so torn up. So we
100%
all understood what happened, but we just want to make sure he's not getting like fucked over because we know he spent money to come on this trip. But if he wakes up,
hopefully they can rebook the trip. I'm glad to know the cat is okay.
And wants to still come 75 it should be to be able to rebook the flight because he missed it.
Perfect.
All right, that's really all that I wanted to know from that episode. Let's see that I did have pulled up a bunch of different episodes where they get hella drunk on stream. There's a lot of Keemstar, Boogie getting drunk, Nightmare getting drunk, Kid Behind the Camera getting drunk.
Nightmare, can you help him get up?
Look at that.
I'm fine. Once I was 7 years You're not even drunk enough. Give Natalie some drinks.
I have a heart.
That ain't enough. Right, get her some Jan. All right, Queen, come on, baby.
I can't do.
Come on, baby, go. Like, what up, y'all? Look at that hurry back. Billy. Yeah. Say no to drugs and drinking. Hell yeah.
I agree.
I'm too. I know, baby. I know. I feel like I'm sober, but I'm not. I know, Queen. You good. That's a walkout queen right there. No,
You like Nightmare? I like him too.
Okay, God.
I was kind of sad to see him go back to the LCU, if I'm honest. And now it seems like Tess is not doing as well as it once did.
Yeah, you're good, Mike. You're good. Holy shit.
Stone Cold Steve Awesome over here.
Oh my God. Now
That's the typical fat camp experience, getting drunk and then making a fool out of yourself on stream. Anyway, we have a link from Huggy. Please go follow. Oh no, this is something else. This is a
really quickly
Huggy
because,
interview. Okay.
I have a friend who wants to call me and sing Christmas carols. They're never permanent.
Hey, Sarah, 1 second.
I'll give you 1 second. I'll give you 1 second for sure. Lay out the plan right now of
Okay, so just
lose weight, drink lots of alcohol. It's doesn't work. Doesn't work that way. Alcohol actually has a lot of those drinks have a lot of calories in them.
For those of you who might not be familiar, in the morning on the
what was the actually become an intern after that stream.
So I wanted to go over that stream where I felt as though like when Scooter and Ken said something about a message, and then you freaked the fuck out, and then all of a sudden they're playing with your mind about the whole like, are you an intern? Are you gonna get kicked out? And I could see you descend into madness, and it's like, bro, why are they playing with your life for like that? And
the worst part is too, like I did actually become an intern after that stream. Like I'm an intern, I'm not a host no more, so it's kind of fucked up. Like any like show I'm on, it's just like it's just rape. You go.
Wait. Okay, wait a minute. So Denmark got made an intern instead of a host now? Is that the current situation of things? He's not. Remember what I was saying earlier, where Keemstar was like selling the dream to him that in 6 months he could live independently from his parents, and now he got put into intern where you don't make any money. Is that really what's happening right now?
You know what I mean? Because I'm really just an intern.
That's some strong language, Denmark. Literally out here, he's probably going.
That is some strong language, yeah, but that's exactly why they hired him. He's not 18, I think he's 20 or 21. He's still extremely young, obviously. And he doesn't always understand the impact of the words that he uses. But that is why they hired him. I think it's so hypocritical to like hire someone who's controversial, but then punish him for being controversial. Like, what? What?
Work 3 jobs, and he's probably going to be a waiter.
Here's the thing, if I may, and listen, this is not me glazing, sir. In the beginning, I thought you were like the bee's knees. I thought you were like a firecracker, and like you brought a lot of energy to it. You and Pigtails, you and you by yourself, you versus Boogie. Which, listen, I wish you were allowed to beat the shit out of Boogie verbally, because this man was playing with you a lot, and that's not fair.
Yeah, lose weight, but everybody snuck in a bunch of snacks there. That did happen.
Yeah, that's how I felt like it. And I went to the T-chat. It was with Xylee, one of the sections, and Review Tech USA, like anyone else.
Really trying, but on top of today too. However,
to the situation that's going on in the LCU and with Boogie as well, y'all know damn well that nobody's getting.
Hey Touring, we are watching a interview that Huggy did with Denmark, where Denmark seems to be a little bit more honest about what is going on in the background with the LCU and
you get what I mean? Like,
yeah, how bad it is.
We could bring this up where like they talk about it in the T-chat, but most of the motherfuckers who were in the T-chat came to realize that, okay, fair enough, like we might have had a misunderstanding of the whole situation to begin with. And I don't think that anything that Boogie is doing is grooming. Now, Huggy.
Yes, sir.
I have some criticisms towards you.
Okay.
He's on Rain? They put him on Rain? How the hell is he going to move out of his parents' house when he's on Rain as an intern? Oh my god.
I do. Because I think, listen, there's a lot of fucking LCU hosts who love you. Like, I promise you, gang, like...
Lolcow Rain. It's a show that, yeah, it's the show that Thick Gemini left. He monetized that channel, and then he left, so it got abandoned, basically. And I think her name is Kimmy is on there. One of the Australian, one of the South African girls is on there. And now apparently Denmark as an intern. Yeah, I don't see that show being very successful, at least not right now.
you are the only, like, you are one of the reasons why I am a big name today the way that I am. 100% because you were one of the people who clipped the fucking fingers.
Denmark, do you really think you're a big name? You're on a very obscure network. Nobody's heard of you before.
Yeah, exactly like me and Boogie. And like I owe you a lot of respect. You know what I mean? I genuinely think that you are a great addition to the LCU as a general. You know what I mean? Even if you didn't try to become a host, even if you didn't try to become like a part of that shit, you still are because of the fact that you put in so much work. And I can literally pick. Like, I'm sorry, bro. Why the fuck are you doing this? Like, I'm being dead ass. Like, I understand why you're doing it. Big
Buff is
honest gang.
By the way, he was
My peoples, I got peoples, like my peoples. Like this sounds interesting because I listened to that stream, bro, four times, okay.
Or that election.
Fucking and my co-host Victor, well, my guest host Mark, sorry.
Him through it.
Bring people.
No, of course, bro. Like, and I wish you like covering that fucking seriously too, because I'm not gonna lie, definitely did put yo, this shit definitely hurt my mental a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, like the fact that motherfuckers hated me so much, to the fact like that they spent so much money on me to the point where like they just wanted to make sure that I knew that I was dog shit. It hurts. Like, imagine if you were in my position right now. You get what I mean?
I'm listening. Yeah. So tell me how you feel. What are you feeling at this moment? Like, what is, like, do you feel hurt? Do you feel...
It might work for him on Kick, I mean, but the thing is, getting started on any platform is hard, right? I feel like Denmark probably is going to have some following because of the LCU, but yeah, that stuff's hard. Even on Kick, where they do like controversial podcasts and where you are more free to say certain things without much repercussion, like that would still be tough for him to make it work.
Trey, do you feel like you're not getting a good shake on shit? Like, how do you feel, buddy?
Like a few days ago.
Kimmy, Glammy, and Denmark, oh god.
That quite literally is just gonna...
Okay, so Denmark, when you see you eat...
Why do you not like Buff?
Fuck with the show.
Why do you not like Buff?
What do you say again?
Why do you not like Buff? What's wrong with Buff? If I may ask, I'm just asking your point of view.
What's wrong with Buff? I think what's wrong with Buff is so clear on the rest of streams that he hop on, right? Like the thing that's wrong with Buff is the fact that he's actually just trying to fucking cloud chase and take any detractors off the LCU and any motherfucker who hopped on the rest of train as soon as rest of became Voldemort.
Buff actually has a success.
Like it's.
I don't disagree with that.
Really clear if you actually like pay attention to what's going on, Huggy. I'm sorry, but
listen, the Rostov stuff is like so fucking stupid, bro. Like,
yeah, I agree. I 100%.
Yeah, Illuminati. I agree with that too. Yeah, he's a funny guy.
I agree that him becoming a fucking Voldemort like was stupid as fuck. I don't agree with it personally, but it doesn't change the fact that what Buff is doing is like, you know, leeching off of the fact that he is a Voldemort, leeching off the fact that there's people in the LCU who actually did care about fucking red stuff, and he's taking that shit and just siphoning it because you know damn well that without red stuff or without someone else fucking taking the step for him.
Oh my god, dude. Oh, Denmark. Discussing our numbers.
He wasn't gonna do well, and you gotta pay attention to that shit too, Hucky, because you are genuinely a fucking crazy asset to whatever the fuck is going on in my universe. Even though you're not directly involved, the fact that you go out of your way.
You know what? I might actually go back to this interview later, but I agree with some of the stuff that he's saying, Huggy. The other day I was watching Buff Weeb because it was like a weird time and Buff has been on a lot, and apparently Huggy is one of the moderators on that channel. And I have to say, Huggy, you went up there because you had something to say about whatever topic you had something to say about, and you went up there, and Buff literally, like, rewatched that stream. Buff was literally putting on sounds above you talking, and then he would be like, oh, what did you say? I didn't hear you. And then you would start talking again, and then he would put more sounds on top. Like, I hate that stuff. What are you doing? You're putting people on your panel to talk about, like, and then you make fun of them by putting more sounds on top of it so that nobody can hear you, and they have to repeat yourself. People do that. It's not funny to me whatsoever. People are putting themselves out there, giving themselves the opinion to help you make content somehow, helping you in the chat by moderating, and then coming on your stream to say something, and you put a sound on top of that to mock you or something. I don't know what that was. It was very disrespectful. I hate that sort of stuff. So I did not like that at all. So just don't allow people to use you and abuse you like that. I did not like to see that. Anyway, I might go back to this interview to see if Denmark has anything else interesting to say, because I think Denmark, the thing about Denmark though, even though he's young, he is not the kind of guy who will just allow himself to be like, he will not easily let himself get lured into that cult dynamic. Denmark, if he has something to say, he will say it. If not in the LCU, outside of the LCU with Huggy or whoever asks the right questions, right? So I do appreciate that about Denmark. If he wants to go and chat in my chat and say something, he's gonna go do that. He doesn't care about someone coming in and saying you can't do that. You can't go interact with people outside of the LCU. He's exactly the kind of guy who will not listen to that and still do his job the next day. So I do appreciate that about Denmark, that he can actually see the difference between the cult mentality, what is right and what's wrong, to ask of a host in the LCU. So I do appreciate that about Denmark. He's his own guy with his own opinions, and he's not afraid to say them. So yeah, I do appreciate that about him. Anyway, guys, it is that time. We're gonna head out. I have a community night to attend. What's your opinion on Amber Lynn signing up? I am not convinced it's going to happen. Amber Lynn is one of those people that I think they've been trying to get her in the universe for a long time. I think she had some issues with her own channel recently, so I'm not sure what's going on with that. But if that's the reason why she's joining the LCU, then absolutely. I mean, go ahead, make your money, right? I think it's probably a good move for her. I think she has the potential of being entertaining. I'm not sure how much discipline she has to be able to keep up with a 2-hour-a-day schedule, but we'll find out. We'll see. I hope we find out. I hope we get to January, we get to Bus, and we actually have her on there with Sweetie and Scooter. I hope that happens. I think that'll be entertaining. That's definitely a big win for the LCU if they actually manage to make that happen. So yeah, let's hope. Let's hope. I hope it happens. She is definitely a big character. She's a lolcow, so that's a big win. Anyway, I'm going over to the Discord to have community night. This is what I do every Saturday. Everyone who is a subscriber, or a membership in this case, on the channel will be able to see the voice chats on the bottom of our server, and you can join and be part of the community night if you want to. If not today, then any other Saturday at 8 p.m. EST. That's when we do it. Team getting ALR will only do one thing: get all the dingbats from Girl World in the LCU. That's sort of already a little bit what they tried to do with Yo Mama, right? Because he already brought some of that crowd over here. This will just cement that a bit more. But honestly, they've been trying to get a lot of these lolcows over, or big personalities over, and they haven't been able to. So it makes sense, right? It's called the lolcow universe, and there's not that many lolcows left in the universe. So getting Amberlyn over would be a big win. So yeah, good for them. We'll have people in the LCU will not like. I 100% agree. We're gonna have to manage that, and maybe get some actual proper good community managers to be able to manage those dynamics in those situations. So we'll see. Yeah, foodie reactors and detractors. Yeah, we'll see. It'll be interesting. I hope. I am actually very curious to see what she has to say and contribute to a universe like the LCU. So we'll find out. Let's see who we can redirect to. Do we have anyone that you guys like that's actually live right now? Guys, any cool people? Let's see, who's on? We have Ruby. We have Alpha, Wild, Live, Cafe, Rewind. Oh no, never mind. Oh, we have Live, Wild, Alpha, and Ruby. Well, that's a no-brainer for me. Let's go say hi to Ruby. All right, guys. I'll see you guys soon. There are some things that I didn't really get to today, so I'm hoping that maybe throughout the week I'll get to it. So keep your notifications on, guys, and follow me on Twitter and on maybe join the Discord as well. Especially if you're a membership, you get a few more channel access to discuss all the drama-related stuff. But yeah, keep an eye out because I might be on throughout the week this time. You might not have to wait for next Saturday for another stream over here. So yeah, the interview kind of derailed the docket. Wait, what? The interview? Oh, this one? I think it's interesting. There might be some interesting points here that I would like to get to. So I'll skim through it later on my own and then see if we can get back to it. I would like to see the actual original interview and not the opinions of this other person on top of them. As interesting that they might be, I don't know who she is, so I'd like to make my own opinions on the interview. So maybe there's that, but we'll see. All right, guys, let's go redirect to Ruby. Thank you guys so much for joining today. I'll see you guys soon. Have a good rest of your night. Bye. Bye, everyone. Bye-bye.